Hello friends, welcome to this ROSE project. Myself, Kachankar SL. In previous lecture, we have studied the preparation methods for phenols and alcohols. In today's lecture, this is lecture number 3, we are going to study the physical properties of alcohols and phenols as well as chemical properties of alcohols and phenol. So let us start with physical properties of alcohols and phenols. So see here one video. So in this video, here the structure of alcohol is given. Alcohol means ROH. R is alkyl group, and here oxygen atom at the center, hydrogen. This is OH group, and this is the alkyl group. So this oxygen carries 2 lone pairs. In case of phenols, the formula of phenol is C6H5OH. So this group is a hydroxyl group, and there are 6 carbon atoms and these 5 hydrogen atoms. So this is structure of phenol. So alcohol containing OH group as well as phenols, in phenols OH group directly attached to this benzene ring. So this is structure of alcohol and this is the structure of a phenol. Alcohol contains alkyl group, phenols contain aryl group. So due to this OH group present in alcohol as well as in phenols, it shows different physical properties, and these properties we have to study. The first property is nature of intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces means the force of attraction between the 2 molecules. Alcohols and phenols, they having polar molecules due to presence of OH group, hydroxyl group. And these polar OH groups held together by strong intermolecular forces, and this called as a hydrogen bonding. So see here 1 molecule of alcohol is given, ROH. So this oxygen carries partial negative charge, hydrogen carries partial positive charge. Second molecule of alcohol also containing oxygen with negatively charged, hydrogen with partial positively charged. So this dotted line represents the force of attraction between negatively charged oxygen and positive charged hydrogen atom. And there is a formation of a bond. So this type of bond is called as a hydrogen bonding. Second example here, phenol is taken. This is oxygen atom with partial negative charge, hydrogen with partial positive charge. Second phenol atom also having negatively oxygen atom and positive charge hydrogen atom. So in between these 2 phenol molecules, the oxygen from first molecule and hydrogen from a second molecule, there is a formation of hydrogen bond. So this is a very strong bond, and this type of bonding is called as a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Then second physical property, physical state. In case of lower alcohols, these are colorless toxic liquids having characteristic alcoholic odor. In case of phenol, these are also colorless toxic low melting solid having characteristic carbolic or phenolic odor. Third property is a boiling point. Boiling point of alcohols and phenols increases with increase in molecular mass. Molecular mass increases, boiling point also increases. But in case of isomeric alcohols, the boiling point decreases with branching increases. For example, if we take N-butyl alcohol. N-butyl alcohol, all carbon atoms are in a continuous chain. And in case of isobutyl alcohol, there is 1 branch chain. And if we take tertiary butyl alcohol, there are 2 branch chains. Then the boiling point of N-butyl alcohol is higher than isobutyl alcohol, than tertiary butyl alcohol. As branching increases, boiling point decreases. Then here see one video. So in this video, the solubility of alcohol and phenol is given. So this first compound is alcohol, and in beaker water is taken. Then the alcohols, how these bonds are formed in between alcohol and water molecule. So this is a water molecule and this is alcohol molecule. So hydrogen from water and oxygen from this alcohol, there is a formation of hydrogen bond. Also in case of phenols and water molecules. So HOH means water molecule and this compound is a phenol. So oxygen from this phenol and hydrogen from water, there is a formation of hydrogen bonding. So this dotted line represents the bonding between oxygen and hydrogen from water and alcohol as well as from water and phenol, this OH group. So this bonding is again, it is called as a hydrogen bonding. Then next solubility, this property of phenol and alcohols, they are highly soluble in water due to ability to form intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water molecules. So we have already discussed that is how this intermolecular bonding is formed. So here ROH, alcohol and water, there is a formation of hydrogen bond. Again here is a dotted line represents hydrogen bonding between oxygen and hydrogen. Also here oxygen hydrogen, there is a hydrogen bonding. So this is intermolecular hydrogen bonding in alcohol and water, therefore these are soluble in water. Then we have to study the chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. So first property, laboratory test for alcohols and phenol. Laboratory test, first test is a litmus test. If you take aqueous solution of alcohol and if you dip blue litmus or red litmus, there is no change in color of that litmus paper. So therefore it is a neutral. So alcohols are neutral in nature. But in case of aqueous solution of a phenol, if you dip blue litmus in aqueous solution of phenol, then it becomes a red. So therefore this is a acidic property. So phenols are acidic in nature, but alcohols are neutral in nature. From this litmus test, we can identify the nature of alcohol as well as phenols. The second property, that is reaction with base. So here sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate NaCO3. Due to low acidic strength, phenol does not react with sodium bicarbonate. Phenol dissolves in aqueous NaOH and forms a soluble sodium phenoxide. So here reaction is given. AROH means this is a phenolic compound. When NaOH, aqueous NaOH and this phenol combines together, then it gives sodium phenoxide. ARONA means sodium phenoxide and water molecule. So this sodium phenoxide again reacts with HCl, then it gives again phenol and NaCl. Then alcohols are neutral, therefore they does not react with sodium bicarbonate and NaOH in aqueous medium. Alcohols react with a strong base like alkali metal. Alkali metals are sodium or potassium and there is a hydrogen gas is evolved. So see this reaction, two molecules of ROH, alcohol, and twice of Na. When this alcohol reacts with sodium, then it gives RONA, sodium alkoxide, and hydrogen gas is liberated. So alcohols, they react with strong base alkali metals, sodium or potassium, but they does not react with sodium bicarbonate or NaOH. Then third chemical property, characteristic test for phenols. So in case of phenols, phenol react with neutral ferric chloride ApCl3 solution to give a deep purple, violet or green coloration of ferric phenoxide. So a reaction is given, 3 molecules of phenol react with neutral ApCl3. Then it gives a product ferric phenoxide and 3HCl. So here ferric phenoxide, it is a deep purple or violet coloration. The next property is distinguished test for alcohol. Distinguished test means we can distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So for this, Lucas test is required. So primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols can be distinguished in laboratory by using Lucas reagent. So here first reaction for primary alcohols. If you take any primary alcohol, that is if you take CH3OH or C2H5OH, reacts with Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent, it is a mixture of concentrated HCl and zinc chloride. On heating, so for primary alcohol, they are less reactive. Here heating is required. Then it turns, the reagent means Lucas reagent turns turbid only. Here heating is required. In case of secondary alcohols reacts with Lucas reagent. Slowly it reacts and turns reagent turbid. In case of tertiary alcohol reacts with Lucas reagent, so there is no heat is required, and this is a fast reaction and the reagent turns a turbid. So from these three reactions we can identify primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Here ROH plus Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent means concentrated HCl and zinc chloride mixture. Then it gives the alkyl chlorides. When Lucas reagent reacts with alcohols, then the products are alkyl chloride. So this test, it is very important for your board exam, because we can distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols by using Lucas reagent. Again, I will repeat this point. Primary alcohol, when reacts with Lucas reagent, primary alcohols are less reactive. So for reaction, heating is required and the reagent or turbidity gets very, very slowly. In case of secondary alcohol, they reacts with Lucas reagent, then the turns reagent turbid fastly as compared to primary alcohol. Then in case of tertiary alcohol, it reacts with Lucas reagent. Here no heat is required. This reaction is very fast and turbidity is obtained fastly. So this is distinguishing test for alcohols. The question will be asked on this point for board examination, that is, how will you distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol by using Lucas reagent? So answer for this question is given here. Then next reaction due to breaking of OH bond. So alcohols containing OH group, phenols also containing OH group. So breaking of this OH bond, the types of reaction in which OH bond breaks. So first is acidic character of alcohols and phenols. Alcohols are neutral, while phenols are weak acidic in aqueous medium. Therefore, reactivity of alcohols and phenols towards ionization of OH bond is different. This is because the extent of stabilization of their respective conjugate base by electronic effect. So here C reaction, ROH alcohol plus H2O, it is a reversible reaction. It gives a alkoxide. This oxygen carries minus sign and H3O plus. Electron donating inductive effect plus I effect of alkyl group destabilize alkoxide ion. As a result, alcohols does not ionize much in water and behaves as a neutral in aqueous medium. During ionization of phenol, phenoxide ion is formed and it acts as a conjugate base of phenol. It is a resonance stabilized by delocalization of a negative charge. Therefore, phenol ionizes in aqueous medium to a moderate extent, shows a weak acidic character. So from this, we can conclude that ROH, when reacts with water, it gives a alkoxide ion, and this is a neutral compound. But in case of phenol when reacts with water, it gives hydrogen plus ions and phenoxide minus ions. So consider this reaction. Phenol reacts with water, it gives, this is a phenoxide ion with minus charge and H3O plus. So therefore phenols are in weak acidic nature. Phenols having weak acidic nature. So these are the resonating structures of phenoxide ion. So in first structure, the negative charge present on this oxygen. There is a delocalization of this negative charge takes place in this ring. Then this negative charge comes on this carbon atom. Again there is shifting of negative charge on this carbon atom. Again this negative charge is shifted on this carbon atom, and finally it becomes at a original position. So these are different resonating structure of phenoxide ions. From this resonating structure, there is a delocalization of a negative charge takes place in a benzene ring. So next reaction is esterification. This is also very important reaction for your board exam. What is esterification? Alcohols and phenols forms a ester. So we know ester containing COO group, that is a functional group. By reaction with carboxylic acid, acid halides and acid anhydrides. So formation of ester takes place by using these three compounds. First is carboxylic acid, second acid halide and acid anhydride. So phenols as well as alcohols, they form ester. The reaction between alcohol or phenol with carboxylic acid to give ester is called as a esterification. So you remember this definition of esterification, that is reaction between alcohol or phenol with carboxylic acid. And there is a formation of a ester, and that is called as a esterification. It is carried out in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, and this reaction is a reversible reaction. So consider these reactions. Here alcohol is taken, ROH plus acid RCOOH, reversible reaction in presence of H plus ions means concentrated sulfuric acid. It gives a ester, ester having formula ROCOO R dash plus H2O. If you take phenol AR-OH, reacts with again carboxylic acid in presence of acid, it is also reversible reaction. It gives again ester AROCOO R dash plus H2O. So these two reactions in which carboxylic acid is used for preparation of ester. Then second type of compound is a anhydride compound, that is acid anhydride. By using acid anhydride, this alcohol react with acid anhydride, that is RC double bond O C double bond O R dash. So this is acid anhydride compound. In presence of again sulfuric acid, it gives a ester RC double bond O R dash plus R dash COOH. Again acid is here formed. So byproduct is a carboxylic acid. If you take phenol, again same reaction takes place. Phenol reacts with this anhydride in presence of acid. Again ester is formed, and second product is a carboxylic acid. Then third compound is acid chloride, means RCOCl. It is acid chloride. Alcohol reacts with this acid chloride in presence of base pyridine. Your product is RC double bond OR. Ester is formed and HCl is a side product. So why pyridine is used in this reaction? Here excess of HCl formed in this reaction can be neutralized by this base pyridine. So here pyridine is used for neutralization of HCl. Second reaction for phenol. Phenol again reacts with acid chloride RCOCl in presence of pyridine. It gives ester, that is RC double bond OAR plus HCl. So these are the different reactions in which alcohol or phenols are converted into ester. So this is esterification reaction. Then next point is acetyl derivative. What is acetyl derivative? The CH3CO group is called as the acetyl group. We know CH3CO group is the acetyl group. The acetate esters of alcohols or phenols are called as the acetyl derivative. Acetate esters of alcohols or phenols are called as the acetyl derivative. The number of alcoholic or phenolic OH groups in given compound are converted into acetyl group by acetylization. Means if alcohol containing one OH group, then this OH group is converted into acetyl group, and that is called as acetylization. Aspirin, we know the example of aspirin. Aspirin is a medicine. It is a generic medicine. It is also acetyl derivative of a salicylic acid. To see this reaction, Here salicylic acid means benzene ring attached to OH and COOH group. So this OH group, it is at carbon number 1, then COOH group at carbon number 2. So this compound is called as a salicylic acid. It reacts with acetic anhydride, CH3, C double bond O, then C double bond O, CH3 in presence of acid H plus. It gives the product, the name of product is a aspirin. So here from this salicylic acid, this hydrogen from OH, hydrogen atom from this OH group is replaced by COCH3 group. COCH3 group is a acetyl group, and this reaction is called as acetylization. And second product is acetic acid is formed. So this compound is called as aspirin, or another name this compound is acetyl salicylic acid. This group is a acetyl group, and here COH group is present, therefore it is acetyl salicylic acid. So this is acetylization reaction of salicylic acid. Then next type of reaction, the reaction due to breaking of carbon-oxygen bond in alcohols. So carbon-oxygen bond breaks. Then the types of reaction, in which first reaction is reaction with hydrogen halide. Hydrogen halide means HX. Here X means chlorine, bromine or iodine. So alcohols reacts with hydrogen halide, and then product is alkyl halide. The order of reactivity of hydrogen halide is, here HI is more reactive than HBr than HCl. So this question is asked in CET or in competitive exam. What is the order of reactivity of hydrogen halides towards alcohol? So you remember the sequence. HI is more reactive than HBr than HCl. But in case of order of reactivity of alcohol, the reactivity of alcohol towards hydrogen halide, the primary alcohols are less reactive than secondary, than tertiary, or tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary, than primary. So this is also sequence for order of reactivity of alcohols. So consider this reaction ROH alcohol plus HX hydrogen halide, then you use RX alkyl halide plus H2O. So in which the first reaction we have to consider, that is HCl, action of HCl. HCl, it is a less reactive than HBr, hence here catalyst is required for primary and secondary alcohols. We have also studied this Lucas reagent reaction, distinguished test for alcohols by using compounds Lucas reagent. The same reactions are given here. Lucas reagent, it is a mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Primary alcohols reacts with Lucas reagent very slowly, and heating is also required, and it uses alkyl chlorides. For example, here taken ethanol, CH3CH2OH, HCl, here in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride and heating, then ethyl chloride is formed. This is a slow reaction. Secondary alcohol reacts with Lucas reagent much faster. Here example of secondary alcohol is propan to OL, CH3CH, CH3OH. This OH group attached to this middle carbon atom. And HCl in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2 and heating, it gives 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane product is formed, and this is a fast reaction as compared to primary alcohols. Then we consider tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohol react instantaneously with HCl at room temperature. Here this reaction is a very fast reaction. This is an example of 2-methyl-propan 2OL, or it is also common name having tertiary butyl alcohol. Reacts with HCl, then heating is not required here. Reaction takes place at a room temperature. Here catalyst is also not required, that is anhydrous ZnCl2, and product is 2-chloro-2-methyl-propane. 2-chloro-2-methyl-propane or tertiary butyl chloride plus H2. So here tertiary alcohols are more reactive. So this is a very fast reaction. Secondary alcohols are less reactive. It is slow reaction. And in case of primary alcohol, it is very, very slow reaction. Here catalyst as well as temperature is required. Then alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent, but alkyl chlorides are immiscible. Here alkyl chlorides formed, these are immiscible in Lucas reagent. Alkyl chlorides produce turbidity in a solution. Therefore, this reaction is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. In tertiary alcohol, layer separation takes place immediately. In case of secondary alcohol, layer separation takes place after few minutes. And in case of primary alcohols, layer separation takes place after a long time with heating. So this is distinguished test between again primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols by using Lucas reagent. This is very important reaction. Then next halogen halide is HBr, hydrogen bromide. Here HBr is a more reactive as compared to HCl. So alcohols only on heating with HBr it gives alkyl bromide. Here no any catalyst is required, but HBr it is unstable compound. It is prepared in situ by adding sodium bromide to H2SO4. So HBr prepared from NaBr and H2SO4, and this HBr is used in the reaction. So here HBr is stronger than HCl, therefore zinc chloride is not required. So consider this first example, ethanol. Ethanol reacts with HBr. On heating it gives ethyl bromide CH3CH2 Br plus H2. Secondary alcohol, you take here example of propan 2OL CH3CH3OH plus HBr. This gives CH3CH3Br. This is a 2-bromo-propane plus H2O. Third example, tertiary alcohol. This tertiary alcohol is a 2-methyl propan 2OL or tertiary butyl alcohol. CH3 thrice COH reacts with HBr. On heating, then it gives a 2-bromo-2-methyl propane, 2-bromo-2-methyl propane or tertiary butyl bromide plus water molecule. So this is reaction of HBr with primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Here you remember that in case of HBr no catalyst is required because HBr is stronger than HCl. ZnCl2 is not used in this reaction. Only heating is required. Then we have to study action of HI. Action of HI or reaction of HI with alcohol. So similar reaction takes place. Here above HBr is given. So instead of HBr you write EHI and reactions are again same. Here one reaction is given, that is propan 2OL CH3CH3OH plus HI. It gives CH3CH3I plus H2O, 2-iodo-propane. The remaining reactions are again same as like HBr. So this is the action of EHI with alcohols. Thank you.